Good evening, everybody. This is Sweat, and a special shout out to almost 35,000 of you guys that are subscribed to the COD Ops 247 site. It's hard for me to even fathom 35,000 subscribers, having just started out myself and where I am now. So, special congrats to Two Bucks for reaching that milestone. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out my channel or subscribe to my channel, I encourage you to do so. I've got quite a bit going on right now, several dual comms in the works, including some from the guys that post here on COD Ops. You probably saw the video with the legit Rabbi and myself and HBK Just are also trying to collaborate on one. So those are a couple to look forward to. Just did a video and a dual comm with Locked and Loaded Gaming with Chaz from Locked and Loaded Gaming, and we're actually talking about trying to do a podcast. So that's something else to keep an eye on and to look out for. So appreciate if you guys can make it over there. Most of my subscribers and comments and everything revolve around the Marine Corps and my experiences there. And several of you guys want to know, how the game and the warfare techniques and whatnot translate. And I haven't been able to. I haven't had much success in figuring out, how they translate, real warfare to this video game, because in my mind it doesn't. But I know Sergeant Merrill, for one, has had a lot of success in demonstrating that. But they also, a lot of you guys want to know about boot camp and some of those experiences, and several requests have been about the Crucible. And the Crucible is, it's a few days long. It's toward the end of boot camp, and what it does is basically simulates, kind of as much as they can in boot camp, combat situations and getting you ready for warfare, basically. Whereas the rest of boot camp is training, of all types, how to be a Marine and whatnot. So for the Crucible, you go to bed at 8 o'clock or whatever, and then they just, in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning, they wake you up and basically you pack up right then and there, and you start marching. And hours and hours later, you get to your destination. And I remember I went to boot camp on October 7th, and it was ridiculously hot. And I graduated right at the beginning or the end of December or the beginning of January, when it was freezing cold. So I'd like to think I got the worst of both worlds there. And we got to our destination, and it was at this time it had to be the beginning of December, at the end of November, and it was freezing cold. So they had 20 or 30 of us in a defensive perimeter where you're supposed to be locking. Everybody's laying on the ground and their ankles are overlapped. My left leg is on your right ankle, my right ankle is on your left ankle or whatnot, to keep communication. Well, it seemed like my left side of the body was on the top of your right side of the body. We were trying to huddle together for warmth. That's how cold it was. I know there was ice. I remember that it was actually, the grass was actually frosted over, and we had to lay down in it, and it was miserably cold at the time. But we had to get up from there, and my senior drill instructor was in charge of our squad, and we had already practiced what we were going to do in case of an ambush. And it was myself and another recruit at the end were running the tail gunner spot, where we just had to, as we were marching, we do the occasional 180-degree sweep where you look behind us, make sure nobody's following us. Well, our eagle-eyed point man noticed an ambush before we got to it, so he called the alarm to the ambush or whatnot, and the other tail gunner and I decided we were going to flank the enemy. So we, as soon as the point and the guys up front initiated the assault, we took off from the force without really anybody telling us to do so. So they probably could have killed us for acting on our own initiative there, because you're not supposed to do that in boot camp, or they will make your life miserable. We did it anyway. Went up behind the enemy force, and as they were laying down facing the rest of the guys on our squad that were assaulting them, we went up behind them and basically kind of handcuffed them. And bam, you're dead. Bam, you're dead. And you have to go by the honor system. So they play dead or whatnot. So they well, it just so happens the leader of like I said, the senior drill instructor was leader of my squad. The leader of the squad that tried to ambush us was that dreaded kill hat that loved me so much. And we went behind and absolutely destroyed his squad. So we're we're in the back yelling, "Oh, we had you guys. We raped you guys. I mean, we killed you guys. Y'all had no chance." Well, all we were talking, we were behind them. So my senior drill instructor starts screaming at me and the other tail gunner, thinking we're members of the other squad and that we had just, oh, those two kids think they ambushed us. No, my guys saw your ambush. My guys blew up your ambush. Some staff sergeant or senior drill instructor, this is recruit Sweat. We flanked them, sir. What? Get out here. So we come out there, and you're not allowed to show any emotion in boot camp, but I know I was happy as all hell because of what I had just done. I know the tail gunner was as well. And so my senior drill instructor sees us. He's grinning from ear to ear. Look at this. Look at what my recruits did. What's your excuse? Saying that to the kill hat. And I look up, and that kill hat is burning a hole through me. And I can just picture the next 3 weeks, the last 3 weeks of boot camp, are going to be absolutely dreadful. And they were, because he killed me for it. So I've got some more stories with this kill hat in mind because he seemed to be at the end of every story. So those are coming soon, guys. Y'all check out my channel soon. Thanks for watching.